Okay, this is the vacation edition of Ask a Special Education Attorney, and here in beautiful Cabo. So enjoy the background, pay attention if you want to. But Sandy, we appreciate your question. This is a great question. But your eligibility meeting, I think you already had it, and I appreciate your patience. But the school provided an evaluation, but I take it that the evaluation was in one particular area, or was it a multi-team evaluation and this was just one component? Because that sort of makes a big difference on whether or not it's predetermination or recommendation. And there's actually a huge gray area as to whether it is a predetermination or whether it's a recommendation. All right, so I mean, there's a lot of things that can be couched in those words. Okay, but predetermination is usually when the decision is made by more than just one member of the team, and let's say it's a person within the administration. But if it's just one person, as far as the as far as the main, I mean, it can be very persuasive, and that would be a concern. And you'd sort of have to let me know what the end result was as to whether that recommendation made in the reports influenced the grand determination of the team. Now, I can tell you that the reason that I'm sort of ho-humming about it is because I'm constantly complaining in the meetings I go to that the evaluators, when they're doing their evaluations, don't put recommendations in their report. And I want recommendations. I want to know what they think. I want to know what they're recommending. And so I don't want to be dismissive of an evaluator's right or what I think is appropriate for them to put that into their final reports for consideration. It sort of depends on how much influence that has, or like I said, if it came from an administration, or you felt, or if you had an email or you had something indicating that the determination was made in advance. Because I can tell you that based upon what you're indicating, and I take it that you wrote it directly from the report because it's in quotations, that the decision was that, yes, she has issues, yes, she has a qualifying disability, but she doesn't need specialized instruction. This is where she's wrong, or he. I don't know if you indicated who did the evaluation, but this is why. Even though your child is performing above or at grade level, doesn't matter. Okay, a child can progress year to year and still be eligible for an IEP and specialized instruction. So let's just move that aside, though. That's just one of multiple educational performance areas. So you also have communication, and the other one, the big one, that impacts you is going to be social emotional development, including behavior. All right. So accommodations is just a Band-Aid. We're not helping your child cope with, manage, be able to self-monitor, those are all skills that are taught. And so that comes through specialized instruction. So if they only want to give a 504, that's only accommodations. If they want to give a behavior plan, that's an acknowledgement that your child is not capable of following the student code of conduct. That's what a behavior plan is. It's flexibility, an acknowledgement of the child's disability, and the acknowledgement of the child's need for accommodations. But where is that next step? You got the accommodations, but where is the next step in skill acquisition? So you can't have a behavior plan, in my viewpoint, without the skill acquisition aspect of it, and that's specialized instruction, and that specialized instruction for the educational performance area of the social emotional development, which would meet your daughter's issues with anxiety and things of that nature. That's specialized instruction. So that's where this evaluator is wrong. And this is where in your meeting that needs to be pointed out. They're only looking at one aspect of it, and they're only looking at the accommodation aspect. They're not acknowledging or recognizing one of the three educational performance pillars. All right, academics is only one, communication is only one, and there's a lot of schools that get into a very, very bad habit of not acknowledging the social emotional behavior component of educational performance. You'll have to let me know how your meeting went, as to that's usually where you find out and clue in that predeterminations occurred, and then you're able to backtrack and sort of pinpoint where that happened. But like I said, there's a very fine line between predetermination and recommendations, and we do not want to discourage evaluators. We want them to provide recommendations. Otherwise, what's the point of doing an evaluation, period? But it's a great question, and update me, let me know what happened so that we can continue to work through this if something additional happened. Okay, thank you.